and we're going to be going through their products. And if you guys have any questions, you can enter them into the question box on the screen, and we'll cover all the questions at the end of the presentation. So with that, John?
Thanks, Jeff. My name is John Taylor. I'm with LightPointe, and I'm going to go over the LightPointe Free Space Optics product overview. We actually make FSO as well as millimeter wave products, but today's webinar we're just going to cover our FSO product line. So a little bit about LightPointe. We're 15 years old, and we basically consider the market leader for FSO systems. We've deployed over 16,000 high-speed wireless bridges around the world in over 65 countries. We are considered the most diversified product portfolio in both FSO and millimeter wave, offer you high-speed wireless bridging capabilities. We have a very strong IP and patent portfolio position with over 10 patents granted in our FSO and our millimeter wave products. Just to talk about the concept of the challenge where our solution provides is that we are a last-mile connectivity product. It's a wireless bridge. So when you're trying to connect two buildings together or two lands, fiber is typically the best way of doing it. But fiber is timely to entrench and install. It's costly. You may be leasing lines and have lease line obligations over time. You have to get permissioning or permitting, which can take time. And then there's all kinds of physical barriers that may prevent you from doing this, like waterways, roadways, subways, anything that may get you in the way. And going between point A and point B is never a straight line. You're actually going quite a distance sometimes with twists and turns. So our solution is very simple and elegant. It's just bolt, point, and shoot. And you have high-speed connectivity between your two lands. So one of the key advantages of FSO is spectrum allocation. This is an unlicensed free spectrum worldwide. There's no coordination needed or co-location issues with any FSO or RF systems. You have no spectrum conflicts. You have no interference issues with one another with FSO systems or RF, so you can co-locate without anything. And although it's unlicensed, you don't have any risk of interference in the future. This is very, very secure. This technology actually came out of the military sector a long time ago. It's a very narrow beam of light. You can't tap light. The system is full duplex. It's full line rate 100 fast Ethernet or gigabit transmission speeds. It does not step down when you need full bandwidth, so you're getting full duplex, full line rate 100% of the time. We offer very low latency in all our products. Typical latency in our systems and our enterprise products is around 50 microseconds or better. And that's perfect for VoIP or any of those time-sensitive critical links. We also have a line of products that we call our ultra-low latency, which is basically a layer 1 transmission with system latency of 10 nanoseconds per terminal plus the speed of light. It's literally faster than light going through fiber. So talk about the product portfolio on the FSO systems and being able to link multiple buildings together without ever touching the ground. This is our product portfolio. We start with our high-end air Strata systems with our medium tier line, which is the Strata Series, and then the Highbridge series, which combines both RF and FSO, so you have complete availability 100% of the time. So we're going to first talk about the Air Strata and the Strata series. The Highbridge is built on top of the platform for the Air Strata and the Light. So the Light G system offers you 100 gigabit speeds up to about 600 meters. We also offer a version that we call wide beam, which is for shorter distances of 200 meters. It's a much wider beam that helps compensate for any kind of building movement or sway. The wider beam allows you to make sure that you have constant connectivity on those shorter distances. This is a single beam fixed system. The interface is RJ45 copper, but we also have an MPSFP slots in there, which allows you to either put multi-mode or single-mode fiber interfaces for those longer cable runs. Also, there's an additional cable for PoE power. So You don't have to run any AC to the roof. It's all PoE powered, and that cabling is also done for out-of-band management. Some standard features on all our products is that we have a built-in telescope for the easy alignment, for the course alignment, and then your fine alignment is done with LEDs in the background. So you don't need any kind of special tools or laptop to do any of the alignment process. It's all intrinsic into built into the unit itself. All our units have a built-in heater, lens defroster. As you know, you may have some kind of condensation built on a screen because of temperature variances from inside and outside. So we provide a built-in heater, lens defroster, no extra charge. It's all part of all our systems. And all our systems include the Air Manager, which is a web browser or SNMP manager that allows you out-of-band or in-band management of the system. The Air 100 series is fast Ethernet. It comes in two versions, up to 600 meters, and also the 100E, which allows you to go longer distance, 400 to 1,000 meters. And again, it's the same as the Air G we described, single fixed system, but this is made for 100 meg fast Ethernet only. All our systems come with base plate, mounting post, head plate, pan and tilt, and then you put the link kit on top. So you get a complete system. The only thing we don't provide is cabling. So it includes universal mounts, the PoE management system, the telescope, built-in telescope, manual gain control allows you to, if you're too close, you back off the power. If you're farther away, you can get power gain. That's done from the knob in the back. Glass front, and a lens defroster. So this is a typical positioning of the product. You bolt the base plate to the building, to a solid part of the building, and then you put your pole head cap on top of that, and the link head goes on top of your mounting system. And then you add two cables. One goes directly into your switch. The other one is your PoE power and out-band management. Moving on to the Air Strata G. This is a full duplex gigabit link as well. This is a very sophisticated system. It's what we call our smart system. Instead of a single beam system like the Light Series, this is a quad beam system, which basically means you have 4 lasers and 4 receivers that allows you to have multiple transmissions of your information to the other side. So this quad beam architecture is what we call 4x4 or quad beam transmission. We consider this a smart system because it offers auto tracking. Some buildings, or all buildings, basically move some way a little bit, some more than others. So we have a built-in tracker that allows the system to actually keep align the beams to each other for your best connectivity. It works in conjunction with our automatic gain control. So you don't have to worry about any kind of distances, whether you're too short or too long. The system automatically will put the proper power into the receiver as well as keep the beam aligned at all times to the other side. We also do things something like optical beam shaping, where we basically have specialized lenses where we flatten out the beam energy into the receiver. So you, instead of getting peak energy, you get more energy going into the receiver. And again, the interface is a copper RJ45 interface, and we have the SFP slots in there that allows you to offer multi-mode or single mode in case you have longer runs for the system. And this PoE power as well. And again, it has a built-in telescope for easy targeting, and LEDs in the back for your fine alignment. Then you turn your tracker on, and you're good to go. This is the typical setup for the Air Strata, and just like the Air Light Series, it's the same mounting system. Link end goes on the top, the RJ45 goes in the back, or it could be fiber going directly to the switch, and then you have PoE power. So to get a little bit more into the design, this is kind of like an X-ray picture of the Air Strata. The tracking mechanism basically controls the quad architecture of the lasers. So here you see the lasers in this particular part of the array, and then you have your receivers and the larger lens holes here. And this is all controlled by a motor below. And this allows you to have tracking to the other side. When the data comes into your system, we do an OEO conversion. If it's fiber, if it's electrical or copper, we basically do another conversion. And we send your information redundantly over 4 separate paths. So these are 4 transmitters redundantly sending the same information coming in from the input source to 4 receivers to the other side. This gives you a redundant signal as well as spatial diversity. Spatial diversity is important when it comes to issues like scintillation. We've all looked across a hot roof and see the heat rising from it. That may have potentially corrupt a single beam system's light source point across it. With the Strata Series, because you have your signals going at different elevations, your signal gets through to the other side. So when we launch, it looks something like this. It launches out at about 100 meters. It starts to overlap. And then at the other end, it completely overlaps the 4 receivers. So each transmitter is overlapping 4 receivers on the other side, giving you redundancy of your signal. And as far as tracking goes, this red circle indicates what your field of view is, and then the blue circle indicates what the tracking, that's how much it tracks as far as the system goes. So your system is not going to be running away from you because of any kind of building sway or building movement. There we go. So this kind of shows you a little bit about building sway and also building movement. All buildings move, temperature swings throughout the day or seasonal changes. We first designed the system about 10 years ago. When we were looking at buildings and how much they move, we got a very sensitive meter on how they measure earthquakes and put it on our 1-story building that we were in about 10 years ago. And we were really surprised how much movement a 1-story building would have over the course of the day. So if you had a critical alignment in a single beam system without tracking, you might potentially run the system out of alignment. With the Strata Series, you're always in line because of the tracking mechanism. That's why we designed it. And if you're installing areas with metal roofs, they're notorious in movement, high frequency movement. So trackers are always advisable for those type of installations. So we'll move on to our Highbridge solution, which builds on top of the platforms we just discussed. This is the Highbridge LXR5 built on the Air Strata series, and this is the SXR version that's built on the Air Light series. Now, to talk about the concept, the Highbridge basically means it's always on. If you're sunny and it's great and very clear, you'll always have full bandwidth. But if some storm rolls in, and by the way, rain does not affect this technology or FSO system, but typically it's minute particles like fog. As a rule of thumb, we transmit about 30% beyond what you see visually. So if you always see the outline of your building, you'll always have a connection. But if you do live in an area or you're deploying an area that has very thick fog at times, if you can always see the outline of that building, you'll always have a connection. So that's a general rule of thumb. So if you're in those areas and you have thick fog, the RF kicks in so that you always have connectivity. So we're combining high-capacity optical wireless link in conjunction with a lower capacity, higher availability RF link, and in conjunction with our dual-path switch that's built inside the link itself. That's basically the concept of Highbridge. So 4 nines of the time, you're going to be using your primary network connection, which is your optical link. For that less than 1% of the time in a year, you'll always have that secondary network connection that allows you to make sure that you always have more than 5 nines connectivity throughout the year. Most of our customers, we found out, aren't concerned about full bandwidth 100% of the time, but they are concerned about connectivity 100% of the time. And Highbridge offers you that assurance that over these distances, 750 meters for the Light series and 1,500 meters for the LXR series, allows you to make sure that you have that 5 9 connectivity. So this is our product line for the Highbridge SX and SXR5. The SXR5 comes with a radio. It's just like the Airlight G series. It's full duplex GAE, single beam system. It has an integrated 5 gigahertz radio. It's an RJ45 copper interface directly into your switch with PoE power, and it comes with its manager. We also offer this in the SX version. The SX version means it's radio ready. It's already pinned out. And you can add a radio of your choice. So if you're using a particular brand of radio that you like using, you can add that radio to the FSO system. Also consider if you have applications where an existing wireless bridge already is in place, but the customer or your administration would like to have higher bandwidth, you don't have to forego your investment in your wireless bridge. You can add the Highbridge SX or LX to that application, have higher bandwidth, and still take advantage of the radio. It's just be used as a secondary source then. This is the Highbridge LXR5. Again, it has the same attributes that we talked about in the Strata Series, and with a built-in radio. Comes in the LXR5 version with a radio, and also the LX without the radio, but it's radio ready, and it's pinned out for your use. So I'm going to go and show you a demo of the Highbridge and how it works. Jeff, you're going to give me control, I believe. Okay.
Okay, you should have it.
Okay, and pull this up. Okay, what you're seeing here, you see that, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, and what you're seeing here is a picture of SXR5 that's installed in the back of our warehouse, and you will notice that this is the LEDs in the back, shows you signal strength. This is the manual control knob for controlling your signal strength, and these give you your data inputs on the various statuses of what's going on. Here's the built-in telescope. The other unit is just right over here, and if you see, there's a spinning wheel that kind of simulates what clear weather and fog may look like. So as you see it slowly rotate around, it's going to get darker and darker over the transmission, and the green bars should then start to decrease as the signal availability starts to go away. On the left-hand side, you can see the ping status to show that we'll probably lose maybe one ping during the switching capabilities of the Highbridge when it switches over to the RF. So it's slowly losing its length on the optical side. It's getting darker on that wheel, and it's starting to lose. It's losing, and as it gets completely dark, the optical link goes away. We'll see a fault light come on, and a switch over to the RF backup. There you go. And we can see here if we lost a ping. And this time we didn't lose a ping at all, so it switched over without any loss at all. Now we'll keep watching this. We'll do this a couple cycles just to show it to you. And as it goes clear, it jumps right up immediately back into full bandwidth. You got full gig connectivity again. And this time we didn't lose anything there when we switched over. So, you know, sometimes we lose a ping when we do the conversion back and forth, sometimes none at all. It just kind of depends on the timing of the data, I suppose. So we'll watch it again, go through one more cycle. As you can see, the rotation is going through. It's going to start getting darker. We'll see the green bars decrease a bit. So it is coming around. It's getting darker. We're starting to lose our optical link now. Now you still have full bandwidth. As long as the receiver sees the transmission, any part of that light, you have full gigabit connectivity. Even though it's decreasing signal strength here, you still have full gigabit. It's only until it switches over that you go to the slower speed radio. Okay, now we should see a fault. We might see a loss of a ping on the left-hand side. We have a fault. We've lost our link on the optical side. It's working on the radio now. And again, it was seamless as far as the handoff goes. And we'll watch it pop back up. Okay, signals are back to the optical link, and there you have it. And that's how we did lose a ping. So that shows the switchover capabilities of the Highbridge. Jeff, you want to take it back over, or do I have to hit the screen here?
Let me change it.
Okay.
And you got control of the keyboard again.
Okay. So about 3 more slides left here. So just a little bit about the web browser that's in all the products, the Airlight, the Strata Series, as well as the Highbridge. The Air Manager is either an integrated web browser that allows you to go in and program the units and monitor the system. Also, we offer S&P monitoring as well, and we also offer syslog. These are different snapshots of what some of the screens look like. This is also the same web browser that we offer in our millimeter wave products. So if you're deploying our FSO systems as well as our millimeter wave products, it's the same monitoring system that's used for all the systems. So if you know one, you always know the other one as well. The interfaces are the same for millimeter wave as well. This is a snapshot of what the integrated S&P management screens look like. So our products come with a 2-year warranty standard on all our products. You need to register the products to get the second year of standard warranty. With the registration, allows you to have a second-year coverage. You can extend it up to 3 years for warranty. We can also offer advanced exchange programs as well. LightPointe works in conjunction with Microcom for training and installation support services. And we also have systems that are out of warranty, but we do repair and refurbish them. You have an investment that lasts many years. So in summary, LightPointe is a worldwide leader for FSO systems and high-speed wireless bridges deployed in over 65 countries. We offer 100 megabits, gigabit. We also offer 2.5 gig in our millimeter wave product. We transmit voice, video, data applications. We're highly secure. We're interference-free. All our products are eye-safe. We have multiple solutions for every budget and project, and we have a product monitoring web browser and S&P that's universal in all our product lines. We have a website that offers different webinars as well, and you can see different videos on all our products as well as pictures of installs from all over the world as well. So Jeff, thanks for allowing us to come here. I think you might have some questions.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them came here. First one was someone asking about stock, and currently any of the items you've seen on here we can get. Currently we have the XR5 is in stock right now, and that's ready to ship. Another question, so that was answering one versus asking you it.
That's fine.
Another question. Another one was with when you mentioned the metal roofs. Will the reflection off the metal roof, can that interfere with the connection?
Typically not. I don't think we've seen any issues with reflections off of any roofs. And the reason is the receiver has a very narrow field of view. If you roll it up, say just take a paper, 11 by 12, and roll it up in a roll and look down a tube, that would simulate basically what the receiver sees. It doesn't see anything on the outside. So I would say typically you're not going to see any issues. I've never even heard of issues of reflection coming into the receiver.
Okay. And the next one was, what is the product? What is the product that you use with the hybrid? Not really understanding.
Radio transmission. Is that the question?
Like I said, that's all that was put on.
Yeah. What we provide is a ubiquity radio. So It's a robust radio, and it's cost-effective for our application. And we also pinned it out so that you can use whatever radio that you like using.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, it looks like that was about it. So, John, I'd like to thank you very much. Thank everyone for attending. And this presentation was recorded, so what we're going to do with it is it will be on Microcom's YouTube page, hopefully by the end of the day. And anything else, John?
No, that's it. I really appreciate Microcom and you, Jeff, for allowing us to be here today.
Okay. Once again, if you guys have any questions, you can contact your Microcom sales rep, or you can contact sales@microcomtech.com, and we can get you information about this presentation or about LightPointe in general. Other than that, have a great day, and thank you all for joining us. Bye-bye.